I'm not really used to this. I've done it through Streamlabs. For the simple reason, I've just tried to do it to go out on the. Oh dear, I'm all of a dither now. I've set myself off. Hopefully you can hear me. I don't know what happened there, but the camera won't work. What it is, if you go live in 916, it shows up on a phone, so it goes into the short stream or the YouTube sort of that live stream, and you seem to get a lot more people to come in. So I thought I'd try it on there on a desktop, so it seems to work, but obviously I'm not very good. I've used OBS all the time, and I couldn't get the OBS settings right, so I just thought I'd start it off and see how I'd done it, but see if I could do it, but wow, that was not easy at all. But obviously it's the same as everything else, isn't it? Once you've got it going, you can do it all. That have I just got rid of my chat? No, I haven't. I've done well there. That's good. So I'll just have 5 minutes with you. I really need to get off because I've been messing about with it all morning. I got up at 9 o'clock this morning and I've done absolutely nothing. So you can do that then. Get your normal chat up. I logged into YouTube through there, and then it said it won't work, and then all of a sudden it would. I don't know how to do it. You'll feel better if you empty your bowels. Well, thanks, Pat. I'll do that then. Thank you very much. Loose Michelle, where are we? I've got 2 lots of chat. I wonder if you can get rid of that one because that'll be a bit more confusing. I better go do that then. What happens now? Oh dear. Right, there's a live chat on there as well. There we go. You always feel better if you empty your bowels. Does that keep turning that off? So you can actually just use their thing. You haven't got to use the YouTube chat. Hello, Luce. How are you doing? Nice to see you. We had a really good one last night. I was doing it on a phone though, and I thought, well, I might as well use the microphone off the computer if I can do it this way. Hopefully that don't keep turning that off. There we are. That's done it. Just means that that's all the way over there. Will that move over there? And I can see the chat better. Oh no, that's really upset it all. This looks so bloody noob, doesn't it? You wouldn't imagine I've been doing it all this time. There we are, that's better. Why on earth would you put that in a YouTube chat? You'll feel better if you empty your bowels. Wow. Are you a troll, a real one? So do you have to refresh chat again then? No, nobody else is talking, that's what it is. I need to sign in if I want to chat back to you, but I think I'll be able to do it with my mouth rather than my fingers. Did that person disappear, or did YouTube take him out of the way? Now I've gone back in top chat. So how are you doing? Is it coming through all right? If you can confirm that it's working, it'd be really nice. Because all we've got now is about bowels. Hopefully it should sound better than using a phone, because I've tried a couple of options of that. That seems to work, but not as well as a computer. So hopefully it's going to go up into their vertical stream, because that seems to be the one what they seem to be pushing at the minute. If you go on just on your normal one, it doesn't seem to be. Nobody ever sees what you're doing if you're on a small channel. So I thought I'd try the other one, obviously. It doesn't show up on the phone that you're live either. Hopefully I still am. It's actually Rowley, is right, yeah. Hello from Wales. Mecky, how you doing? Nice to see you. I'm down here in rural Lincolnshire. Not too rural, but on the Nottinghamshire border. Little place called Gainsborough. Obviously, this is set up to do live streams on walking about live streams. But I thought, well, when I'm sat in in my little office thing here, the camera's a bit low, isn't it? It's obviously in a different aspect. The good thing is with these stream cams, you can just take them out and turn them round. But when you're used to looking at it, gives you the long ways view, doesn't it? I don't think you can change that either. Everything is good as always. That's working out all right then. Ben Allen, how you doing? Hello from Australia. What's new? Nothing really. Same old stuff, different day. Trying to be positive. You're a long way away. That's a good thing. If you go live in the vertical stream, you get all sorts of different people in who you don't actually know. Whereas if you do it in the 16:9, it just seems to go out to your subscribers and anybody else who wants to come in. But they don't seem to come in. There is a bit of background noise in there, isn't there? No, it's cutting it off. So this is StreamYard. I'm used to using OBS. I've used it for the last 5 years, so it's just a little bit different to what OBS is. I couldn't get OBS to go into this aspect ratio, so I scrapped the idea. And then I remembered doing this on TikTok, I think, last year. And so I started using this one. So the only thing is, it's completely different in the way you work it. I suppose within a short space of time, it would be just as easy. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Whereas before, if you're scrolling about on your phone, it doesn't seem to bring them up, does it? A lot of people just seem to go live. There's a lot of people who actually go live in this mode and just sit there staring at the camera, and they've got about 40 people watching. Well, when you're actually trying to put some decent content up, you can't get anybody to watch it if you're in the other one. So I've just spent another 20 minutes sending off documents by email. Apparently when you have a car accident, even if it's not your fault, it just takes forever to sort all the paperwork out. But thankfully now they do it by email and not by snail post, because it just takes ages. And so if you ever look back on the channel, there's quite a few different walking videos and coastal views and drone footage and all sorts of things. This is just something, obviously, I fancy doing live from here. When, if you get a rainy day or something like that, you just want to talk to, we're getting a bit of an audience now, so if you actually want to just talk to your audience, it'd not be a bad thing. So the setup I've got in here is the Shure SM7B going into a Rodecaster Duo, so the audio usually sounds pretty good, but it does on OBS anyway. And I always think if you want to talk to somebody and expect them to listen, you might as well have a decent microphone. So it took me a while to get set up. I used to do a vape channel, which is obviously, things aren't quite so good on the vaping side of things on YouTube now. So I got demonetized in November, and I thought I'd try doing something else, which went in the middle of a bit of a health kick, if you like. Decided to start going for walking about, so I bought myself a little Osmo Pocket 3, and I just wander about and do all sorts of footage. Just having lunch, beans and toast with cheese before getting ready for work. Yeah, I've got a bit of work today. I enjoy a good live walking video. You get to see a slice of life. That is exactly right. That was what my idea was. So I record it one way now. I used to record it both ways, because obviously when you park your car up and go for a walk, you've got to go there and you've got to come back. So I just used to record it both ways and put it up into two different sections. So what I've started doing now is doing it live one way. And it's surprising how many people you get in just to have a look around, especially if it's a coastal view, because obviously people are only used to their own coast or where they fly to Spain or something like that. I've actually discovered a lot of our coast since I started walking about. Because generally you'll get in your car and you'll go to the most famous coastal area and you'll hang about in the same area each time, but you don't bother with the remote bits in between. But now I've started to walk in between. And on the 2nd of June, I'm going to walk 18 miles, which is basically all that I've covered so far, but I've done it in little bits. So I'm going to walk 18 miles down all of them. My granddaughter's going to come as well. She's nearly 19 now, so she's going to come and have a walk with me. And a guy called John from here, from the YouTubes, he's coming to have a look. Hidden Gems, exactly. I mean, I've found a place, they call it Anderby Creek, Anderby Creek, if you ever Google that. And it's near between Mablethorpe and Skegness on the UK's east coast. And it's absolutely stunning. I've been to some beautiful places in the world, and that must be counted as one of them. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I would never have found that if I hadn't started walking about. So I'm quite pleased, that I have started walking about. There's another something on sea. I'd been there before, but only sort of in the car park at the bottom of the ramp before you go up to the sea, and that's equally as gorgeous. Comes down to a place called Sandylands, then down to a place called Uttoft, and I tend to do about 2 miles, which is 2 miles one way, obviously, and then I have to walk back 2 miles. Some of the areas they haven't got a path, so you have to walk down the beach, and my fitness level is pretty low, so that doesn't have to take it out of me. That's a proper cardio workout. By the time you get back to your car, you're well ready for a sit down. So anyway, what we decided to do for a charity is to walk the whole route on the 2nd of June and go back up and from where I've been all the way down to where I've sort of nearly ended up. So I'm quite looking forward to that. That should be a good day, although it will be quite tiring, I should imagine. Hopefully I'll make it, because 18 miles is a fair way when you're 58, not very fit. The thing is, if I did that, walking with John, where I live, I'd get robbed. My GoPro. All you need is a suit of armour. You never know. You never know. Scoob, how you doing? I should be sleeping still. Well, yeah. They've altered the clocks back again now, so you're 5 hours, aren't you, again? I think if I was... this camera could do with being underneath there. You'd sort of get a better view. It's coming down on there. I could use that Osmo Pocket as a webcam, though. 4K 60, that should be quite cool, wouldn't it? I'll get it set up next time before I ever go. Trouble is, you have to keep buying leads, don't you? It's another lead. Your dreams won't die. Hello, Sean, how you doing? Just join you whilst I'm on my dinner break at work. Yeah, so I really... This was just to see if I could actually make this work, to be honest. I wasn't intending I was just going to play the intro and not bother doing anything else. I was just going to then, end it and then carry on with what I was supposed to be doing. I've got a bit of work at 2. But when you start tapping about and just clicking on a few different bits, it's surprising how quick the hours disappear, aren't they? You find another problem and go on to that. On the this has only come up with one screen. On the OBS, you get 2 screens, and it's completely alien. I'd worked out how you keep hold of the intro. You sort of hang it back for 14 seconds to give YouTube time to get going, but there's no option for it here. You just click it and it goes. So I've just had to get used to doing it that way anyway. But it's just something interesting in it, just a different way of doing it. Because I say I've got all this stuff in here, and if I keep going live on a phone, you're not actually using the stuff you've already bought, and it's pretty good quality stuff. So use your GoPro 12 Hero as a webcam on Mac and Mini 4. Yeah. I bought a Logitech Stream camera. It's fastened to the wall, screwed to the wall, and obviously in the other way you've got it in. You can take it out, click it back in the holder, so you can have it for this sort of aspect, or you can just turn it right for 16. Turn it level for 16.9, and it gives a bigger view. Well, I was doing it on a phone last night, and it gives the opposite view, unless you can actually turn the camera around. There's maybe a setting where you can mirror the camera or something like that, because otherwise it puts all the signs in the wrong order. They're all backwards. So I'm really not going to stop long. I've been messing about with it for ages. I would have been able to stay on a little bit, but I've been messing about with it for that long. I've nearly run out of time. And I need to go out and get some money earned. I missed most of Tuesday with sorting out that insurance. I just couldn't seem to get anything done on Tuesday, and it turned out to be a rubbish day. But at least people have come in. Like they say, at least it's getting it going. It seems to be the way forward, this live stream. And I've just been, as I was searching through, it said that YouTube are actually pushing this 9x16 thing. You do, they're pushing it out to more people, so you do actually get more people in if you use it like that. There was over 400 people watched that live stream, or clicked on that live stream last night, which it's been a long, long time since you've ever been able to actually manage to get that on a YouTube show or anything like that. And there was loads of people came in from all over the world, which is another thing, isn't it? You get a chance to actually talk to people from different countries, which is a fantastic thing. So anyway, I'm just going to nip off. Did you say you had an accident? Yeah, it was fine. It was a guy ran into me on a motorbike. He was a bit sore, but other than that, but it took a big dint down the side of the taxi. So they obviously, with there being a cab, before they take it in, they've got to organise you a replacement vehicle, because otherwise you can't work. Well, the rigmarole of all doing that. It's it just goes on and on. Everybody wants a copy of this and a copy of that. And then I've had 2 phone calls this morning. I had about 3 or 4 yesterday, and emails by the plenty, but they're all sat in an office thinking, I better send in this, and I better ring him about that. I actually had a day off yesterday, took my wife out for dinner, and they were ringing while we were eating. You think, oh my days. Just never stops. I must have, and each one is go through security, and then you've got to do this, and then you've got to do that, and oh dear. It just goes on and on and on. But anyway, hopefully it'll get sorted out soon. We'll be able to get back to a normal style of life. The worst of it was, I was actually on my way out for my usual Monday. So I was 3/4 of the way there, and I nearly stacked it, to be honest. And I thought, is it worth messing about now? And I'd probably need to go home and get this organised. And I thought, I drove 50 miles to have an afternoon to myself. I might as well have an afternoon to myself and do that when I'm supposed to be working. Anyway, that's what I did. But so we're getting to the end of it now. It's just the guy's got to come tomorrow to assess the damage. The biggest damage is to the front wing just before it gets to the door. So the door wasn't open properly, so I had to take it somewhere so they could stick an iron bar in my door and make it so I could open it. But obviously we've got Easter coming up, so I don't know when they're forecasting to actually get it all fixed. But I got a replacement mirror. They're not too bad, 30 quid if you ever break a car mirror. Just the actual glass, shove that in, but now that rattles. Which it didn't rattle before. Now I've got to listen to that. So you'd actually, if you think you'd get robbed, would you? If you were South End on Sea? I always thought it was supposed to be nice, to be honest, but that would be a shame, wouldn't it? Really. Good thing of that little Osmo Pocket, it's only really small, and you just people can't really see it. You're not holding it out like that. It doesn't look like a camera. It just, you could, by the time they've seen it, you've actually walked past them. So I ain't had anybody say anything. I think when if you get an iPhone on a gimbal, you're more likely to have trouble, aren't you? Because they're after the phone. But the places I go are pretty remote. There's only me there, so it's not such a bad thing. Right, I'm really going to have to go. I'm sorry to cut it short, but I've got an outro as well. I've actually done an outro and an intro. This is I've stolen my footage from tomorrow night's video, so you're getting a free look at tomorrow night's video before you actually look at tomorrow night's video if you're interested in it. This is the drone footage from the North Sea observation point at Chapel St Leonard's near Skegness. I just took 3 minutes off the front of it, and but I've cut it up a little bit better, so it'll look a lot better on the thing. Yeah, you'd probably be okay. Yeah, well, just get a gun or something. Anyway, don't say that on here because otherwise we'll be in trouble. Right, catch you all soon. Lovely to see you. Bye-bye.